Okay, so in the next 1 minute, I will start. Let's just wait for others to join us. In the next 1 minute, I will start. Okay, let me start. Yeah, welcome everybody. My name is Ajayi Ayomide Oluwatosin, and I want to say a big thank you to our boss, Elemuje, for this kind of opportunity. It's a kind of opportunity that you can't get at, you can't get it. That's just the truth. And the fact that no dime is charged for all the knowledge you've been acquiring through this mega tutorial is a very big thing. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Something I really, really appreciate. So today's we'll be talking about the fundamental analysis. So before then, I've already sent a video, a YouTube video that explains more of what I'm going to explain here, right? So please, I'm very sure you get to understand everything. I'll be teaching you this one because since you've watched the video before. So we have fundamental analysis. We have different type of analysis. We have fundamental analysis. We have technical, or we have sentimental analysis. But the two major ones are the fundamental and the technical, right? So now let me just brush through. So if I say analysis, now I know you in one way or the other, you've all bought coins that, okay, someone asked the question to ask. Okay, you can record. I think I'm actually recording I'm actually recording this class now. So the recording will be sent, it will be uploaded to my YouTube channel, it will be sent to you by tomorrow. So analysis is checking, okay, by the time I said we all have coins we have gotten in our wallet, probably someone told us to buy and they are not doing well. There are so many coins that during the last dip that happened during May, some of them are not even bringing prices again. So this analysis class will actually tell you what to do, know the coins you are going to buy, knows the ones that are going to sell, right? Like me now, you can't tell me to buy a coin and I'll buy it without having my own knowledge about the coin. You understand? So analysis is defined as process of checking information aspects in order to understand hidden aspect of the system. So if you are linking it with crypto, it means the process of using leaks and details to predict the future happening of the coin. You understand? So the future can be short, it can be long. Now, what we are teaching tonight is fundamental analysis. Now, one thing you should know is that if you are doing fundamental analysis on a project, it is always for long term. If you want short term analysis, you go for technical, right? So if I'm doing a fundamental analysis on a project like this, it's always based on long term. So so having a good knowledge of fundamental analysis we actually give you, actually make you a good holder. Yes, holders, you cannot be rich if you can't hold. But it's not all coin that you can hold. There are some that once they pump, just sell it. You understand? Now I said fundamental analysis is the framework that aims to identify true value of an asset. You understand? So true value in the sense that in the future, we have certain things we check in the coin that you know that this price is not its destination, or this price definitely is higher than what it should be. Like for instance, I read story of this man, CZ Binance. He actually sold his house to buy Bitcoins. Why? Because I believe this man has already seen fundamentals about Bitcoin. I'm very sure he is in huge profits now. And I think he's the 11th richest man. I don't know. So fundamentalists study economic and financial factors to figure out if the market evaluation of an asset is fair. You understand? So this is to check if the value of the coin is undervalued or overvalued, right? Like during last year when there were trends of shit coins, there are some shit coins that are not even coming out again. Some has already lost their price. So such shit coins, some of them are overvalued. There are some coins that when you see them, you know that with the kind of aspect you are checking, this coin is too high for its level. It's still going to dip and dip and dip. And there are some coins that when you see them, you know that yes, this coin is actually no, it's too, the price is too much. Like for instance, now there's this coin I know of, AXS, Axie Infinity. Since 2020, it has been launching around $1 to $2, and I didn't even take advantage of it, but I know this coin actually has good future. Now the all-time high was 150, 160, over $160. So people that actually see fundamental thing about this coin are actually, so I've already explained this in the video. Let me mute them. Please mute yourself.
Hello.
Oh, I'm not the person now.
Okay.
Please. Oh, who is this? Thank you. So this to check if the value is actually. So I said fundamental analysis is used by investors and traders to establish intrinsic value of an asset, right? So you should know one thing. We have fundamental analysis, we have research. Research is an extension of fundamental analysis. If you are doing research on a coin, you're also doing fundamentals on the coin. You understand? So it's like the extension. Research, if someone tells you that do your own research, yeah, doing research is actually easy when you have the knowledge of fundamental analysis. You understand? So these are the factors I check. In the research, there are more factors to check. That's why I said research is an extension of fundamental analysis. So I said, if you are checking for fundamental analysis of the coin, you check the investors, number of investors, you check addresses, you check the trading volume, you check the MVT ratio, which is very, very important, right? You check the team, you check the white paper, you check the roadmap. Now let's take it one by one. So number of investors. Now, the investors of a coin is a really good thing to check when buying a coin, right? So I said check for coins that are backed up by popular and prominent investors. Like for instance, now this coin, Mines of Dalania. I'm coming. This coin. Coins like Mines of Dalania, coins like Fio Protocol, there are coins that are backed up by prominent, like this Mines of Dalania. It's actually backed up by Binance. Fio Protocol is backed up by Binance also, and a lot of partners. So you know, all these people, all these prominent people, they wouldn't invest on a project that they don't see the intrinsic value in it. You understand? So, like for instance now, coins like Dogecoin, you know fully well that it is mostly backed up by Elon Musk and his team. You understand? So checking investors, you can check it. Some of these coins, they show it on their website that these are their partners. Some of them show it in their white paper, right? Some of them show it in their social media platform. You understand? So let me just show you. Let me show you. So when I see a coin backed up by prominent investors, it's always a green light. Whether I like it or not, it's always a green light. Understand? I'm waiting for this to load. Okay, this is it. Let me just show you their website. I've already explained this in the video. Let me just show you the website. I hope it loads very fast. So while it's loading, let's just move on. So we get back there, right? So I said coins that have support of great crypto traders, they're also likely good investments. But however, let me tell you one thing. Out of all these factors I listed, you can't just say, okay, because they have good trading volume, then it's a good point. You have to consider everything. You understand? So you have to consider everything. There are coins that I've seen that they have all of this I listed. Everything is actually good. You understand? Why this one is loading? Let me just continue. The second one you check is orders. The second one you check is active addresses. right? So checking for active addresses of the coins blockchain is a very useful method because it knows that, yeah, coins that are actually popular, they have good hype, they have good use cases, right? They always have good addresses. Like they always have a lot of addresses. For instance, now coins like your Shiba Inu. Let me show you the amount of holders that Shiba Inu has on Etherscan. I'm waiting for this one to load, so I'll show you about the addresses. Okay, now, okay, I think it is almost loading now. Now let me scroll down. Let me scroll down and show you. So if you are buying a coin, always check their website. Always check their website. And there's another thing I will tell you probably towards the end of this class, how to spot a good project mere looking at the website, right? It's part of it's part of research, but it is actually very good if I actually tell you, right? So let me just scroll down and show you. Some of them actually shows their investors. Some of them don't show their investors, right? Okay, let me show you now. I'm coming. Okay, I think it should be at this region. Should be at it. Now I can see it, right? Investors and partners. Let it load. So prominent, okay, there's a chart. I've already noted one. So prominent, you see prominent investors, right? Those people, they always have good portion of investment, which I believe is actually a green light. Now see something now. These are partners and investors of this coin. You can see it, right? You can see Coin 98, you can see Sandbox, you can see Chromia. In fact, Binance is among their partners. Let me show you. So investors and Binance, you can see it, right? So when I see this, it's actually a green light for me. It's actually a green light for me. There's another coin, so bad that my network is not so good. Fuel Protocol. You can check it after the class. There are a lot of, in fact, this one has a lot of backups, a lot of investment that back it up, right? So that's that about the addresses. Now this second one is that's that about the investors. So this one is about the addresses, right? Coins that have high number of holders means they have good hype, they have good use cases, they are popular. You know, you can't actually trade a coin that you don't know about. And that's why most of these projects start with airdrop, so as to share awareness, right? And I can see this order for Shiba Inu. On Etherscan, it has over 1 million orders. Over 1 million orders. Orders, I think coins like, tokens like Pitbull, Raka, I think they also have similar, but not closer to all this. Now you can see that this order is actually a very, very good thing. So if you are seeing Shiba Inu pumping, Shiba Inu doing wonders in the market, it has a lot of people behind it. That's a lot of holders. And you know that holding a coin, staking a coin or token actually helps a coin. You know, if you hold a coin, it will prevent, or especially if you stake a coin, to prevent massive sell-off. And that's why coins like Phantom that has good staking are actually good coins, right? So that's address. I've already explained this in the video. I'm just trying to refresh back. Another thing is trading volume. Now, if I explain trading volume for you, trading volume means the number of coins that have been buy and sell in a period usually 24 hours. Let me assume that I make a coin now. The name of my coin is, okay, let's assume that Elemuje, our boss, make a coin. The name of the coin is Elemujes, right? So he made 100 units of the coin. And that 100 units, he sold 40 out. Like he sold 40 out to investors and people sold 20 to him. So 40 plus 60, that's 40 plus 20, that's 60, right? Now, that Elemujes coin is $11 per token. That means the 60 that we calculated now times 1, that's $60. That means the trading volume for 24 hours for that coin is $60. So that's how to calculate trading volume. Now, unless the coin is actually new, you know, unless, from my own perspective, unless the coin is actually new, you know, I believe a coin that has been existing for a long time should have good trading volume. Coins that have good trading volume means they have more popularity, they have more users, they have more traders. It's a good thing for a coin to have good trading volume. So if the coin has been existing maybe a year ago or 2 years ago and is having less than 10 million trading volume, I don't really consider it as a safe risk. Okay, you understand? I don't really consider it as a safe risk. Now, let me show you the trading volume of this coin. Let me use full protocol. Now I can see the trading volume now. Trading volume is $12 million, right? Now let me show you this one. This one is what, $28 million, right? So it's actually a green light because it means many people are actually buying the coin, many people are actually selling the coin. That's what trading volume means, right? So coins with good trading volumes are safe. Now imagine you can't imagine the number of trading volume that Bitcoin we have. You understand now? Now, if I invest my coin in Bitcoin now, if I invest my money in Bitcoin, even though Bitcoin dip, I can be rest assured that yes, I'm going to get my money back. Why? Because there are a lot of people trading it. Now, let me show you this coin. It's actually a scam coin. Fiat protocol. Let me show you the trading. You can always check coin market cap. Always check coin market cap. Let me show you. You see that this coin has been existing for a very long time. Fiat protocol. The original is the Fiat protocol. The fake is the Fiat protocol, right? Now let me show you. Now see something now. See the trading volume of this coin for $547. You can see that this is very, very poor. Very, very poor. So if someone now tell you that okay, go and buy this coin, and I see that 547, I'll not even buy it. I'll not even buy it. Because if I actually buy this coin, it's like I want to send myself to the village. How will a coin that has been sitting for a long time ask $547 trading volume? That's way poor. Like, even if, like, I'm even wondering that does the team of this coin are not actually trading their coins, because it's actually very, very poor, right? So that's another thing you check in the coin, unless the coin is new. You know, if a coin is new, attaining $10 million market trading volume is actually barely impossible. That's why there are other factors you check, right? Now, this is another important thing you need to know. NVT ratio. This NVT ratio is the major functionality is to check if a coin is oversold or if a coin is undervalued or overvalued, right? If it is now calculating it is simple. It is just the ratio of market cap over trading volume that I just explained. So if you're calculating it to be market cap divided by what? Trading volume. That's how to calculate NVT ratio. So it's simple. Now let's calculate this one. Okay, you copy the market cap. Thank God there's Google Calculator. Copy the market cap. Control V. Divide by. You go back. Copy the trading volume. Right? Many people don't know about this. But it's actually a very good thing. So you will know that this coin is actually very, very undervalued. And you know when something is undervalued, it means in the future it has great potential of rising beyond what is it now. Now, this NVT ratio is what? 3.3, right? Now let's calculate another one. Let me calculate this one. There's another coin that I have analyzed before that has a very high trading volume of 90. But let me calculate this one. Divide by. Please, if you actually put these things teaching you tonight, if you actually put them into practice, to actually go a long way for you. Now, see something now. So if people are telling you now, see this one. The NVT ratio for this one is what? 623. Why this one is 3, right? The second one I calculated is 3.3. Now, what do you use this for? I've made an example here, but let me just go through the points. Let's assume that I've calculated for A and B. A gave me what? 20 NVT ratio. B gave me what? 100. I'll invest in A. Why? Because the NVT ratio is 20, which is undervalued. Now, my own maximum level of NVT ratio is 20. Any coin that has over 20 NVT ratio, I'll wait for it to dip before actually taking a buy. You understand? So now imagine this one now. This one is 623. It shows that this price is still very, very high. Okay, not this one. This one is still very, very high. This coin will still dip more than 100. In fact, after this dump, after this bear market, I'm not expecting this market to rise again. You can see it is way overvalued. So in fact, the maximum is always 100. I don't know how this one is over. So if you are investing on this coin, you're actually putting yourself in a risk that you will not get money about. So if people are telling you go and buy this coin, check it if it is undervalued or overvalued. Now, let me assume that I check other properties of this coin, they are good, and I check the NVT ratio. The NVT ratio is actually overvalued. I'll wait for the coin to dip very, very well. So one thing you should know in crypto is patience, right? There are times that you enter the market, there are times that you do a fundamental analysis on the coin, but technically it's not actually okay for you to buy. And that's why we'll be having technical analysis tomorrow to show you the real time to buy and the real time to exit the market. You understand? So this 3.3 is way, way undervalued. In fact, way, way undervalued that yes, if I'm investing on this coin, if I'm holding it for like 6 months or a year, I'm going to receive my profits. See, there's not all coins that you do. There are some coins that if you hold this for 5 years, they're not going to give you profits. That's just the truth. Now let's move on. Now, another thing is the team. So the team, I said the team is always the brain behind the coin, right? The team are developers of the coin. Now, number one thing you check in a team is their reputation. A team reputation is always very high. Now, let me tell you one thing. If you go and do analysis, fundamental analysis on a coin, and you see the team, they are just 2 or 3, please don't invest on that coin. Why? Because how will a team of a project that is ready to stay have a member of 2? Crypto is way beyond 2 people just controlling everything. You have to have a marketing strategy. You have to, marketer. You have to have a community moderator. You have to have community manager. You have to have the blockchain developers. You have to have every one of them present in the team. So if I try investing on a coin and I see that their team is just 2 or 3, I don't even buy them. If the coin actually has good potential, I'll wait for more time. I'll do more research on that coin. So number one thing you check is their reputation. Please always check a coin reputation, a team reputation. Understand? And check if they are promising. Now, you should know one thing. If you go to your coin website, or if you read their white paper, let me try and read this one first. If you go to your coin website or read their white paper, they must display their team for you to see. Let me show you another coin. They must display their team for you to see. If they are not displaying their team, please don't buy the coin. It's always easy to scam someone if your identity is unknown, right? But when they display their team, yes, you can actually find more about them. You can actually check their Twitter page, check their LinkedIn. Yeah, LinkedIn is always a very good thing. In fact, most of these coins, they always show you their link ID, LinkedIn account. You understand? So I've seen a coin. I can't remember the name more. I think I've forgotten the name. When I went to their website, they were showing me their Telegram. They didn't show me the pictures of their team, and they actually showed me their Telegram account for the team. I quickly run away. No be me, go send go village. How will you show the Telegram account of you, Google? Like, Telegram is always easy to scan, which you know. You can remain anonymous on Telegram for a longer time. You can even disguise easily. You understand? Now, let me show you this point. Let me show you. You see how they display their team and everything. You understand? Come in. So, a team, okay, MLT. Thank you. I pray this one load very well. So, always check for their team. Now, when you see their team, when they display their team, check for their reputation on Twitter. If people are actually following them, this one does not even have white paper. This fair protocol. Let me check for this MLT. Yes, this MLT. Okay, I think I downloaded some white paper too. Let me check my download. So please always find time to read through my white paper. if you really want to go for fundamental analysis, right? I can collide with I'll try and meet the boss, Mr. Elemuje. I have a 100 PDF, 100 definitions in crypto that I made. So if you are doing analysis, if you are reading about the coin and they are giving you big grammars, you can easily check through the PDF and let me see. Okay, I'm coming now. Okay, I'm coming. I will try to. I want to do things fast, right? I want to read. There's this. I think I've deleted them. Right? I would have loved to show you a thing, but my network is not even reaching. But I can actually come back to that, right? So that I'll be able to cover more. So I'll actually come back to that. Now, next thing to check is the white paper. White paper is a book that explains what the crypto is all about. So a white paper shows what the crypto is made for, what it has to offer. So a good white paper will contain the details of the coin, right? And it also contain tokenomics. Now, let me explain the tokenomics. Tokenomics means token economics, right? It shows the buy and sell of the coin. Yes, I'll share the material to the boss. So it's going to share it to everybody. It's a good material that will help you. I've simplified those definitions in simple terms, though they have more complex terms, right? Now, let me continue. Tokenomics means token economics. They show the buy, the supply, and the demand of the coin. You understand? So now, okay, I think the tokenomics is in my research class. Okay, it's not in this PDF. It's in my research PDF. Okay, I have less than 10 minutes. Now, let me just tell you, if you have a pen and a biro, let me just tell you what you need to check in the tokenomics. But one thing you check in tokenomics is that if a percentage of the coin, if too much of percentage is with the team, please don't buy the coin. It's very easy to rock the coin on you. I've seen a tokenomics that 40% is with the team. I quickly run it. I never continue because how will 40% of total supply of the coin be with the team? It is always easy to rock you. Though there's something called vesting period, right? I would leave you to do your research on that vesting period. But the first thing is, if you are checking tokenomics, it's always inside the white paper. Checking tokenomics, please make sure that higher percentage is not with the team. For me, the highest percentage I check is 20 to 22%. Whenever the percentage allocated for the team is beyond 20 to 22%, I don't even buy the coin. I believe it is always easy to rock. Now, second thing you need to know is what's the name? ICO or the private sale. Some of them call it private sale. Now, this private sale, you have to be very careful about it, right? Private sale must not, the percentage allocated to private sale must not be too much because these people are actually buying it in a very cheap price. Let's assume that the coin upon listing of the coin is $2. ICO can buy it at $0.001. That is very, very cheap. And you should know that they used to buy large volumes, and these are the people that later become the whale of the token, right? If you are very familiar with that. So even if the market dump, they can easily sell off their portion. And that's why you are seeing some coins that they are not rising again. The team is trying. When the whale of the coin or someone that bought large portion during the ICO bought too much, it's always easy to rob, even if the market is dumping or rising. Like I have good coins that have low percentage allocated for the team. Coins like AXS, Axie Infinity. Okay, Axie Infinity has 21% for the team, but has just 5% for private ICO. So that 5% of private ICO means external bodies cannot rob it on. It's only the team. Meanwhile, the team actually has vesting period. So try and read your vest. So I've told you something to check on tokenomics. Check the team percentage and check the what? Check the team percentage and check the percentage allocated for private sale or ICO, right? So that's that about the white paper. Now the roadmap. Now let me tell you one thing you should know about the roadmap. You want to see, knowing a scam coin using the roadmap is always easy for me. How do I know it? Number one thing is that if I check a roadmap of the coin and 90% of their product is marketing, though marketing is always good in crypto, but if 90% of the product is marketing, I don't buy it because I believe they're actually concerned about pumping the coin and dumping it. So let me show you. I pray time permits me. Let me show you Hummingbird. Let me show you the roadmap. Okay, this Hummingbird Finance. Yes. Let me show you. I think I can use the remaining minute to check it. So when I check the roadmap, I always easily identify a scam coin. Checking the roadmap. Why? Because 80% of what is in the roadmap will always be marketing. See, let me tell you one thing. Real cryptos that stay for a long time, they don't stay because people buy or people buy. No, you can easily buy a coin that you don't even know about. They stay because of their utility, their use case. If Bitcoin doesn't have use case, there will not be adoption of it today. So use case is always very, very important. You can't tell me to buy a coin without having enough utility. And this utility is, I think, is part of the research class. It's an extension of goal. It's actually very good. Why I'm telling you now. Coins with good utility are always very good coins you should invest on. Now, so people were like, AXS Infinity rose from $2 to $160. It's easy. The coin has a lot of utility, like what? Staking is a play to earn gain. So for you to actually earn free coins, you need to what? Buy the coin, you have to stake it. You understand? And it has high percent. Now let me show you this one. I just hope it loads. So when I check a roadmap of a coin, and 90% of their thing is marketing, there's no real use case. I'll just leave it. I'll never buy it again. Now this coin is among my wallet. So they're among the coins that I bought when I had little knowledge in crypto, and I was just scan into my wallet. I was checking it up. Now see something new. Now let's count the marketing that is here. Launching on PancakeSwap, marketing 1. Website launch, marketing 2. Third one is marketing campaign, which is marketing 3. Audit campaign, marketing 4. List watch, marketing. CoinGecko, marketing. Coin market listing, marketing. Partnership with Hummingbird charity is another form of marketing. Giveaways or promotion, marketing. Influencer marketing. If you are seeing all this marketing, please run. They are impressed. I believe they are interested in pumping their coin and dumping it. Now, if in the roadmap, if they include things like, let's say, reaching a certain market cap, reaching a certain orders, reaching a certain traders, you understand? That's also a scam. Now, let me show you something. See this one now. See their roadmap. They are reaching 100,000 roadmap, 100,000 orders, 50,000. They want to reach 50 million market cap, 75 million market cap. All these things are scam. They are only pumping the coin. This coin does not have real use case to me. So I'm believing that if they reach this region, it's always easy for them to run away. So when you check the roadmap, and 90% of what is in the roadmap does not actually tell you about what the coin is actually useful for. If it's majorly about marketing, please run away. Even if your best friend tells you to buy the coin, you understand? So that's about so if you want to know more about this thing, please, if you have not watched the video I gave it out, please, you can always watch the video, right? But you being in the class today is an additional profit for you. So the next 3 minutes, I'll be using it to take questions. Then I will continue by 2. So please always ask your question now. We have less than 3 minutes left. Please, if you have any question, please kindly ask. Please, you can unmute yourself and ask question. Please, I'll be entertaining 2 questions from 2 persons. Please be fast. Any question? Anywhere that you think is not so clear or is not enough for you?
Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Please, I can hear you, sir.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
Actually, this is Adevin on the line.
Okay, sir.
I want to commend you very well for this wonderful lecture. But for me not to waste much of our time, because I guess we have just only 3 minutes left.
Okay, sir.
So my own thing that I will just add to what you've said so far actually is because maybe I will drop a voice note to complement what you said. But then I will love you to release this material if you can in your capacity, so that people will go through it very well, and the video also, because people have been asking for this, like.
Okay, you mean this material or the 100 definitions of crypto that I promised?
you able to draw the question and ask? This is something fundamental, like something we need to know before we buy anything. You understand? But the technical one is the practical segment that we supposed not to miss. So on that note, I really commend your, what's it called? Your time given and everything. May God reward you abundantly, my brother. Thank you very much once
Thank you
again.
very much, sir. Thank you very much. I really appreciate the your contribution, sir. Thank you very much. Okay, I can see a question. Someone said, at what white paper aspect should we look into? Team percentage and what, please? Okay, if you are checking white paper, check the team. They have to review their team. Check their roadmap. What I said, you should check the roadmap. Check it. And third thing, check the tokenomics. See, there are a lot of languages that will be in the white paper. You can actually read through. Yes, white paper will tell you the use case of the coin, right? So coins with good use case are actually very good. But the three things you should check, immediately I go into a coin, the three things I check before even reading it is, I check the tokenomics, the roadmap, and the team. So if the theory is complete, then I can now develop interest in reading what they actually wrote in the white paper. Understand? So that's it, sir. That's it for the question. So thank you very much. I'll be expecting you tomorrow. Tomorrow's analysis class will be very, very interesting. A lot of things you are going to learn. So I'll be closing this meeting now. It's always done. Thank you very much for attending the class. I will be seeing you tomorrow. The video will be available tomorrow. By midnight, sorry, by midnight it will be available. And the material. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We really appreciate it, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, sir.